Hey guys, thanks for joining my channel, and for you guys that have been following, you casters and reloaders, welcome back. Today is going to be kind of an interesting day. I get to test out my new NOE hollow point mold. I made these in green and red for holiday, and for the lead alloy, these are dropping out about 126 grains, and I managed to also cast some in zinc, and with those zinc rounds, they're about the same weight as my last Zinc 9mm rounds. They're dropping out about 25.3 grains, plus or minus 0.4, and kind of interesting to see what they'll do today. I managed to make some of my own ballistics gel. I got a 14-inch block that I home brewed up with some gelatin, and then I'm going to add some water jugs in the back, 1-gallon water jugs, to hopefully catch these things. My main thing I'm looking for is kind of a temporary or permanent cavitation. Hopefully these zinc rounds, which I'm kind of excited to see what they do, will do some kind of damage. I have a theory about, with the velocity it has, it'll do some kind of temporary cavity wound. It may over penetrate, so that way I have some one gallon water jugs that are going to capture that. I'm not really hoping for it to expand in the zinc round, but like I said, I'm just looking for that temporary wound. Hopefully to duplicate a 9mm RX round. But as far as the lead rounds, I'm hoping to at least get 10 inches of penetration and for it to also expand. I've seen a few people here on YouTube that had a similar mold design and are getting some really good mushrooms on them. So stay tuned guys, and I'll meet you out in the range. I'll see what these do. Thanks for joining. So guys, I'm all set up here at the range. The first thing I'm going to start shooting is the zinc rounds. I got the chronograph set up and a target about 15 feet. I know you guys are probably wondering why I'm in a short t-shirts here and in November. Where I live right now, it's been about 90 degrees, so it's been kind of warm. But like I said, I'm just going to shoot the zinc rounds. I got 3 of these. I'm going to establish a FPS and standard deviation number with that. And then after that, I got 3 more rounds of the cast lead bullets. So I'm going to shoot 3 of those and then 3 lead bullets, and then we're going to go right to the ballistics gel. So without further ado guys, let's get on to it. Alright, so safety first. I got my ears on. These are the zinc rounds I'm going to shoot out first. Shooting out of a SIG 226. So let's see what these do. Alright, this is about 7 grains of Winchester 231. I should be around 1680 FPS. Like I said, I'm going off the same numbers as my last zinc round. So, all right, here's first shot. Okay, 18, 19. Wow, those were screaming. Let me check the brass on that one. Okay. Not bad. I got a little bit of a flattened primer. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually not too high of a pressure sign. But let's go ahead and shoot the last 2. Okay. 1809. 1765. So, wow, these things are screaming. Again, brass looks good. Alright, so I got 3 rounds next are going to be my cast lead bullets. Let me go ahead and reset the chronograph. With that round so far, I got a 28.73 standard deviation. A spread of 54, so I'm not really going for accuracy as of yet, just because I just want to test what these do first. But okay, let's see what these lead rounds do. 126 grain, and these are 4.3 grains of Winchester 231. go. Alright, I got 2 registered, that's 1100 FPS. So let's set up for the ballistics gel. We know that these cast lead bullets, they're at 1100 FPS, which is exactly what I wanted, and these zinc rounds are freaking screaming, 1800 FPS. So let me get set up for the ballistics gel and get you guys closed up on it. Be right back. Alright, so the ballistics gel in front of you that you see is you know, homebrew. It's a 14-inch ballistics gel, and I got about 5 gallons or 4 1-gallon jugs behind it. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure the zinc rounds are going to over penetrate 14 inches and probably go into the second jug. So like I said, the first thing I'm going to do now is just shoot the zinc round, see what that does. That way, you know, like I said, I'm just kind of excited to see what they do. And then after that, I'll shoot the cast round. So hopefully you guys can see what I'll do. Here we go. Safety first, gears on. I'm set up about, let's say, 6 feet in front of it. Alright, here we go. Okay. Wow. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you guys could see that. Let me bring you closer. Yeah, it did some damage. Not really showing up on the sunlight, but man, there is a big temporary cavity or permanent cavity wound right there. And it looks to me like it fragmented. Not really showing up on camera. That was dead center. Entry wound. Big permanent cavity. It only penetrated, looks like I'll say about 4 inches. And like something went through. Yep. Got a bullet down here, went through the bottom. Let's see what that did. Alright. So there's the rest of the zinc round. You can see where it just imploded that thing. Wow. That's pretty exciting. It's almost like a rip round, the way it fragmented. It fragmented kind of a star shape. Wish it was just showing up a little better. But cool. All right, pretty happy with that. Kind of really interesting. So let's go ahead and try the cast lead round. Hopefully I can catch one inside there. And with it, the zinc round only went into the second. That's going to be about 16 inches, roughly. So that right there will pass the penetration test for my standards. I forgot what the FBI one was. Of course, I don't have any denim. All right, let me get you set back up and let's try the cast lead round. Okay, so first round is going to be the cast lead. These are just air cooled. I didn't test the BHN on it, but I'm guessing it's roughly 10. So let's go ahead and see what that does. All right, here we go. I'm going to aim a little higher. All right, looks like we got, penetrated just a little bit. Let me bring you guys there. This was in the back of it. And you can see, made a little hole. Oh, there it is. Check that out. So, went through the whole block. Looked like it did a, excuse me for my camera work. Like it did a nice little bullet trace. You can see a spiral in it. Exit out the side right there. Entry wound on the jug. And it looks like it tumbled and stopped right on the other side. But check that out. Fragmented as well. Looks like I could go a little harder on the lead. Sweet. Alright. Let's try the water quench ones. That'll be next. Got 2 jugs back there. Alright, here is the water quenched. This should put me about, I'm guessing 18 on the Bernal hardness. I'm going to aim to the left or the right of it. A fresh shot. There we go. Okay. Looks like these are fragmenting. I got, this was the first shot. That'll be the second. And here's the last one I just did. Got a nice little trace all the way through. Looks like it's spiraling. Had a temporary cavity. Temporary cavity wound. Right about at 3 inches. And into the water jug. The first one. Like it penetrated that. Went through that one. And went to the second one. So here, one in the corner there. And cool. Stick it out the back. So let's see what that looks like. All right. It's like I said, it looks like they're fragmenting in there. But wow, pretty excited. Let me line those up for you. Like the first one was a zinc. Second one was the air cooled. And then the third one was the water quenched. Let me go ahead and open up this ballistic gel and give you guys a look inside. Alright, of course we're clear. I'll just follow the trace here. This will be the first shot. Cut open the first bullet. And you can see that big temporary cavity wound right there. Like it fragmented all the way through. Did some damage. And that's part of the second bullet trace from there. But here's the first shot. You can see it is some damage, man. Really excited. Cool. Alright, let me dig out the other ones. So we made it back to the reloading bench. It's kind of unfortunate I had to cut my range time a little short. I had some immature kids or adults that came in during my testing, and in their drunken stupor, I decided to leave for my own safety. This is kind of unfortunate, but this is what I managed to scrounge up inside the ballistics gel. I measured this for retained weight. This would be the air-cooled 9mm round. Or excuse me, that was actually the water quenched 9mm round. The one next to it is the air-cooled. And you can see that they both fragmented. and left the base pretty much. And then star of the show today would be the Zinc 9mm at 75.3 grains. You can see the retained portion of the bullet itself and how it fragmented. That's what I managed to scrounge up. And hopefully you can see the ballistics gel a little better. I made this, I casted this using a method I found online. 3.5 ounces of gelatin per 1 cup of water. Ends up being about 80 ounces. That was quite a bit of gelatin. But you can see this is about 11-inch block that I made. And on the first cast zinc round, shot right there. I don't know if you can see kind of the star shape it did. And it was really, really impressive. So within the first 4 inches, it made this crazy looking star shape, permanent cavity wound, and then the rest, which fragmented the pellets off to the side, and then oh man, I'm not sure if I catch this good on camera. And then it continued on through all the way out to the first jug, so roughly around 13 inches, 14 inches of penetration. Very similar to the ARX round that I've seen. Same thing. Entry wound was about the same. It came in, did some temporary or permanent cavity wound, and within about 3 or 4 inches, and then passed on through and stopped, I believe, short of 13 inches on one of the videos I've seen. So that's pretty similar. Again, I was getting this thing up to 1800 FPS, really screaming for a 9mm. And then the second shot I did was, let's see, right here on, yep, right on the bottom right here. And I did the typical, from what I've seen online, cast bullet. A little bit of temporary cavity wound, and then just passed on through. That landed in the, I believe, the first jug as well. And then the third shot, which was the water quench ones, and went on through. Same thing. Very minor temporary wound. Just passed on through, and that one ended up in the second jug. So pretty interesting results. I'm actually really excited about these zinc rounds. Probably be the first one to test and record a hollow point 9mm zinc round shooting at 1800 FPS. So let me know what you guys think. If this is a plausible self-defense round or whatnot. I wasn't really aiming for accuracy today, but I know in my last video around 6.9 grains that gave me the better accuracy out of this zinc round, which is the Lee flat nose design, which is the same weight as the hollow points, and that gives us the best accuracy out of it. So other than that, let's see what the retained weight is for these rounds. So I'm gonna go with the zinc round first. Zero out the scale. Okay, 62.1 grains. So we're missing about 13 grains somewhere. Either it fragmented or just still in the block. Pretty interesting. Okay. Then I shot the what was it? The air cooled. Let's see what these are. These are usually 126 grains. And looks like I am missing roughly 19 grains there. Okay, so 109 with the retained weight. And let's see what the water quench ones are. So these all fragmented. 112.5. So, oops, dropping stuff. So, like I said, it's not bad. I think if I dial down this lead bullet, maybe a little bit less, maybe in the 900 range, I might get a better mushroom and retain the pellets. It won't fragment as much. Like I said, I'm pretty happy I was able to recover all 3 rounds. And they look pretty promising. See, we're engaged to rifling there. Not bad. And then the zinc round, of course, my focus, fragmented and left the base all the way to the first jug, and it's sticking out of the first jug. It's pretty cool. There you guys have it. Zinc 9mm rounds, 1800 FPS, ballistics gel. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.